Hello Leo, welcome to your reading for the 25th of November until the 2nd of December. It's going to be general, so please take the bits that resonate and leave the rest. And let's welcome in the Archangels, Ascendant Masters, Light Beings, Spirit Guides, and of course our higher selves to assist with this reading. I'd like to thank in advance any energies that are present to help us with this reading. Change my spread, so yeah, we'll see how we go. Okay, Leo, let's grab a couple of cards to see what you're doing at the moment. Okay, that's too many. Maybe you've got a lot on your plate at the moment. Let's have a look. Okay, 4 of Cups. Okay, so you could be feeling a little bit down about something, or maybe there's maybe you're waiting for an opportunity to arrive, or maybe you're a bit bored. Let's see what else is coming with that. Okay. Well, the 8 of Pentacles did flip before everything else because I saw it flip. So, yeah, maybe you're bored with your work at the moment. You know, maybe you're bored at work. Maybe there's something else that you'd rather be doing. Let's grab a couple now for perhaps something that might be going on under the surface. You know, maybe something subconscious or your higher self, what that has to say right now. Are there any messages that want to come through for that? Okay. Temperance. Wow. So this is about patience, moderation, balance. Okay. And the King of Wands. Your higher self is saying that your empowerment is coming here, Leo. We're going to grab some more cards. Okay. What we're going to look at now is what's recently happened. There's something that's just happened. So maybe there's something about this work situation that's not vibing with you, or that's not sort of in alignment for you. Maybe you don't feel empowered in your workplace. Okay. This is the death or rebirth that's just happened recently. You know, maybe it could even be that maybe you went for a job promotion or something and it sort of fell flat. Or maybe there was someone close to you, like a person or a pet even, that has passed on. Or it could be that you are going through a major shift of some sort. It's too many. Let's see. What's just happened here for Leo? Thanks, Spirit. Ace of Cups. So this is like an emotional renewal, which could more than likely have been going on for quite a while. You know, death is slow change. And the Ace of Cups is really awesome for spiritual connection, you know, opening to your creativity, your intuition as well. And also, you know, new emotional connections with others. So maybe something's just happened recently on that front. Or something new emotionally has opened up for you here, Leo, okay? Let's just see what you're hoping for. Queen of Wands. Yep. You're hoping to be able to be yourself and no F's given. So basically, the Queen of Wands, you know, I think, Leo, you're hoping to be, that's your element too, fire element. You're really wanting to just, you know, move out of this, whatever this is here, you know. And you've also got the King of Wands here in your higher self. So, you know, maybe this is about activating your feminine aspect. And you're really hoping that maybe this emotional thing that's just come in for you, maybe it was a realization or a new thing, is going to kind of lead to more happiness and empowerment and helping you to feel stronger in yourself, Okay. With balance and patience and persistence and moderation, okay, your empowerment is coming. This is the King of Wands here, and Temperance. What we're going to do now is just see a possible, there might be a possible outcome. There might be a possible outcome. We're looking at a possible outcome in this situation. I'm feeling, Leo, that maybe you're a bit disillusioned with things, either on the emotional front or at work. Okay, and maybe you've been, right, Page of Swords. It's about getting curious, learning new things, communicating, and meditating as well, like higher consciousness. I think this new emotional thing, or new creative spiritual venture has, and as I say, spiritual venture, the Hierophant comes out. Okay, I feel that this is something to do with the possible outcome is that it's something to do with your spirituality that is going to be, that you're going to manifest more. And you're going to sort of make a commitment to something. Excuse me, I've just got a cough. Okay, Leo, I think what you're committing to here is like a path that's going to lead to your, I'm going to use the word sovereignty, but also happiness. So, ultimately empowerment and happiness. You've got the King and Queen of Wands, which is in your element. Okay, Leo, fire. So passion, inspiration, coming in, happiness. But your higher self is kind of saying, there might be some things you need to balance out or moderate, or something that's going to help you to step into that energy. Let's get some guidance from Spirit now as well. Thank you. Just a couple of cards. Okay, was that 2 cards? It was 3. Okay. I think Spirit wants to give you 3 cards. Let's have a look. The 5 of Wands. So this is suggesting that you continue to ignite your passion and learn and fine tune. Okay. We also have the Star, which is just awesome. Okay. This is your dream, your ideal, your healing. Okay. So it's going to help you to heal whatever this is. And you also have the 10 of Swords. I think what that means is that that's ultimately going to help you to let go of something. Okay, so it's about, this theme came up for, can't remember who it was, Cancer or Gemini. It's about healing, okay? It's almost like we are really needing to tune into ourselves here for you, Leo, as well. Kind of work within your current situation and heal yourself as much as you can, okay? Because then it's kind of going to lead to a reorientation and a new beginning, okay? 7 of Wands, also a theme that came up for one of the other readings just a minute ago. Boundaries, okay? And I think for you, Leo, this is about you aligning with your passion, okay? Aligning with something that's going to make you feel empowered rather than feeling like that, if that resonates, okay? We also have on the bottom of the deck here the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Because this is going to lead to your best life, okay? That's abundance for you coming in. This is what the reading's also about, you creating abundance as a result of you aligning with your passions. And here we have the 4 of Swords. That has also been making an appearance today. So meditation, quiet times, rest, introspection, taking time out. I'm just going to grab the Rider-Waite now. We're going to just let's clarify that 4 of Cups again, just to make sure that we're on the right track there. Just to see what sort of might be going on in your mind a little bit there. Page of Swords. Yeah, you have that twice. So this is about getting curious opening your mind to new possibilities, if you haven't already, Leo. And, you know, communicating, talking, doing some meditation, and, you know, being able to shift out of this state here and, yeah, maybe doing some research. Okay, I'm going to use that word research. To just sort of investigate and do some trial and error. I mean, if you don't quite understand what your passions are, if this is something you're hoping to move into, is, you know, really, I guess, carving out some time for yourself, using those boundaries, carving out, you know, time for you to really kind of explore what makes you happy and what makes you feel empowered, what makes you feel on top of the world, what makes you step into joy, you know, fulfillment, meaning, okay, all that stuff. Well, let's just clarify that the death there, the transformation. You know, I mean, that's a big change. You know, you're moving into Ace of Cups energy, which is spirit connection. And here we have another fire card, the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is about activating your passions, which we did just mention. Okay, it's about you really stepping into your element, i.e. fire. Okay. So it might be that something that is creative, intuitive, and spiritual for you is also something that really fires you up. Okay, something that, you know, maybe you're on the move, maybe you're doing some type of movement, maybe it inspires you, and yeah, but you certainly, like, it's something that you're into. Okay, whatever it is here for you, Leo. Let's grab an angel tarot for the center. This is sort of another energy just to see. Five of Fire. Yes, we already have Five of Wands. This is doubling up. So this is about you really honing in on that element of fire. Underneath here it says, competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. So maybe this is about you also getting clear here, Leo, on what your goal is. If you feel like you have competing goals, you know, if achieving one thing means that you can't do another, that type of thing, or if you feel that doing A or fulfilling A is going to make it nearly impossible for you to do B, and B is something you really want to do, you know, like stuff like that, really getting clear. Archangel Metatron, this could be a nice energy to call on for your assistance here, for your own assistance. An important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. Sometimes Temperance talks about self-discipline, okay, moderation, balance. So, yeah, Leo, this could be about you, you know, applying those themes to your life. If you haven't done so already, and if you feel like you've been doing it a bit, maybe this is a call to, excuse me, sorry about that. Maybe this is a call to apply even more balance, and perhaps maybe a tweak, more self-discipline or something like that. Or maybe just looking at those things. Maybe you're overly disciplined here, Leo, okay? Maybe you're disciplining yourself in certain areas to such an extent that you are kind of, maybe you're missing out on some other stuff, whatever resonates there. I'm just really wanting to clarify this Page of Swords and the Hierophant. You've doubled up the Page of Swords in your reading here, so I feel that for you, Leo, that Spirit's calling for you to get curious about something and look into it a little more, okay? 7 at the center, Archangel Metatron, very spiritual number. The Chariot means that you are preparing for a journey. Let's just clarify that Hierophant. Thanks, Spirit. Okay. So none other than the Devil. This can sometimes talk about hard work, but I have a feeling here that it could be to do with attachments or things that are holding you back a bit here, Leo. from your empowerment and possibly from your, your spiritual path here. This can sometimes also just talk about I guess, a focus on the material as opposed to the spiritual. But the interesting thing is we've pulled the Devil to clarify the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is actually quite spiritual, although this is usually a combination of spirit and matter together, being able to manifest your spiritual life in the material world. So maybe if you've been focused on acquiring material things and you feel as though you've missed out on, or that you want to get more of out of your spiritual, creative and intuitive aspect of yourself, then that could be what's called for here. In the Rider-Waite deck, we have the Hierophant is almost the opposite of the Devil, okay, because it's the figure, the Hierophant is there, and we have the two figures in the front here. We have, the two figures in the front as well, and the Devil in the background. But yeah, so it might be to do with you balancing out this idea of spiritual and material life. But, themes generally are to take rest, to create the boundaries that you need so that you can have an abundant life on all levels, not just one level. Okay, this is emotional, spiritual, physical, intellectual as well. Okay. Yeah. Interesting thing is straight under the Four of Swords, we have the High Priestess. So using your intuition here, Leo, really tuning into yourself. We also have the Knight of Wands underneath the Ten of Pentacles, doubling up, saying follow your passion. You have two Knight of Wands here in your reading. You also have two Pages of Swords. Yeah. And two Five of Wands. Five of Fire. Okay, Leo, I think we've got to actually wrap it up there. Okay, I've just got to look at the bottom of the deck. We have Six of Wands, so this is success, okay? Doubling up on the public recognition. So you might be doing something, out there with people that's going to really help, or that will certainly help you to, Queen and King of Wands, these people here and you, Leo, are, no stranger to being the leader, being the person out the front, okay? And that could be something that maybe you've been wanting to do or something to that effect. Here we have on the bottom of this deck, interestingly enough, Ego. It says Archangel Jophiel, could be an energy you like to call on. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. So we did just talk about the material and the spiritual. So, maybe it could be that work's getting you down and you feel like you've got to do A and B to cover all of your expenses. Maybe it's about cutting back on expenses or something like that so that you don't feel that you have to focus so much on the material aspect of life. But, it could just be reorienting your focus, okay, which could be what that's talking about there. So, yeah, in the name of, moving into your angelic self, your evolution and your progress. And here we have your healing as well, this beautiful star card. So I think we might wrap it up there, Leo. Thanks so much for tuning in and I look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a fantastic day and an awesome week, and I'll see you again soon.